And again, our audience is going to be so appreciative of anything we get out there for them, as long as the sound, I mean, that was the complaints I got on the first one, was that the sound was bad.
Right.
But they didn't care that much about the video quality, as long as they can read the slides.
And
hear what's being said. They like being able to see the speaker, but
not nearly as important.
Right. I mean, first of all, when I go in and film a conference, I'm usually a last-minute add-on. So I have no control over anything. I will get in there and claim or demand an electrical outlet because my battery's not going to last all day. And I will try to keep a clear line of sight by getting in the first or second row. I found that if you are asked politely, the hotel AV guys, they're very cooperative. And the nice thing is that they have all the parts. I used to carry around those big XLR cables, which are heavy if you're carrying like 20 feet of cable. So I just go and smile sweetly, flash and say, "Could you guys give me a feed off your soundboard?" But what I've also found is, because sometimes no matter what you do, it's like the AV booth might be in the back of the room, and you just don't have 200 feet of AV cable. That's where your wireless comes in really handy. Because what you can do is, you've got, because they've got the sound, and they're adjusting the sound levels to put the sounds for the PA system. They've got another outlet, an output on their soundboard. So you take the wireless receiver, attach it to the soundboard. The transmitter. So take this part, and instead of hooking it up to me, to this thing, you just take like that XLR cable or this cable and attach it to the soundboard, so the soundboard is transmitting to the camera. So you're attached to the professional soundboard, they're dealing with the levels.
Instead of miking the speaker, you mic the soundboard, right, so to speak.
Yeah. There are times when I've actually double mic'd the speaker, where they're just, the soundboard didn't have an output for whatever reason, so the speaker actually had two mics, and I had to go up in between every talk and do the miking thing. And say, no, this is for the camera. But what will often happen is that will not be the right, there's a male-female thing going on there and all this. The AV guys usually have it, and if they don't have it, they'll usually find it if you ask them nicely. I have never had anyone turn me down. You do have to monitor, because some of these sound guys are not totally competent, and sometimes when I did the OHAC summit in May, I had to take a separate feed in for the video stream, which is a whole other topic we can talk about some other time, and Mark Carlson sent me a text saying, "We're getting a buzz." And so we had to go and find, there was some sort of filter they needed to put on it. But again, they usually have the parts, and they will go and find them. And that's much better than you carrying around 20 pounds of cables. Yeah. So don't be afraid to ask for help. People are usually very willing.